welcome to Boulder City and welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections. So we're about 30 minutes outside of Las Vegas, and Boulder City is awesome. It's a small town with small town charm. It was built around the building of the Hoover Dam, which is right over there. You've got Lake Mead. It's a really cool place, cool restaurants as well. Today we're gonna go see Mike, and Mike owns Collector's Dream Cars. And when we step onto Mike's lot, it's gonna be like stepping into a dream, the amount of cars that he has. A couple standouts I'm looking forward to seeing. He's got two Generation 1 Camaros, a 67, a 68. The lot, it's full of beauties. So let's get in our car and go find Mike. 1 minute to come find Mike. Whoa, oh my. I knew he had some cars, but I wasn't expecting this. Holy cow. Damn. This is gonna be good. Let's go find Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm the owner of Collector's Dream Cars right here in Boulder City.
Well, Mike, man, this is a treat, buddy. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it, man. This is cool. What a collection of cars that you have. I mean, let's just jump into a car first and kind of get your backstory. But you have a beautiful Impala SS over here. Tell me more about this car right here.
That's a 66 Impala. It's actually a Las Vegas car, but this car is fully resto-modded, which means that the complete engine, brakes, under suspension, it's even bagged. You see it lays down on the ground. This is the ultimate of...
This thing goes, we're low on this thing, man.
Yeah, so when you drive it, you pop it up and you drive it, and then when you come to the car shows, you drop it right back down.
Now, is this a car that you own, or is this car a consignment?
All of them.
You own all of them. These are all your cars.
Yes.
I want to be you. How do I become you, man? This is incredible.
Well,
dude.
I can put you in the wheel.
Please, 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 Dad. Everyone, meet.
As long as I get his hairline afterwards.
Deal. Let's walk the line some more. The Chrysler 300, right?
Yeah, this is a 300C. This is the second car that ever had a 150 mile an hour speedometer. This has got a Hemi and dual 4-barrels.
Whoa.
Air conditioning, power steering, power brakes, power everything in 1957. What a radical body style too.
Yeah, really, in 1957 too, having all these luxuries. This was a car that was ahead of its time.
So you notice all the cars in 57 had wings on them.
Yes,
Yeah, so that was the era of the Jet Age.
Yes, exactly.
So in 1957, there was a lot of cars that were built with the wings. Later on in the early 60s, you had a lot of taillights that were round. That was the jet engines. Mm-hmm. So they followed along with the jet era, because that was very popular and growing fast at that time.
And the fins, and also just the length of this car. I mean, it's a boat is what it is.
You know, it's long, but compared to some other vehicles, like a truck, it's about the same. But
yeah,
cars haven't really changed that much. It's a heck of a lot heavier.
This is, okay, your Volkswagen.
Yep.
Beautiful
That's a 68
condition.
Volkswagen.
All right.
Of course, in the Europeans were making cars a lot smaller than the Americans for years. And the Volkswagen hasn't changed. Look, the current Bug looks a lot like it. But that's a 68, and what a cutie pie that is, isn't it?
It really is. Original color on this, original paint. Did
Original
you restore this one? Original everything on this Volkswagen.
Everything, yeah. It's been restored, don't get me wrong, but it's been restored back to original.
Your MG. Growing up, my dad had an MG. I think MGs are so cool.
That car only has 8,000 miles on it, if you can believe that.
8,000 original
8,000 miles,
Where
yep.
do you find an MG with 8,000 original miles on it?
Word gets around and that you're a car hunter, and I happen to get a lot of great phone calls.
How many?
Out and back is a split-window Corvette.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little nugget you just dropped. We're going to get to that.
Yeah,
we're going to get to that.
I shouldn't have said that.
We're going to get to that. I had no idea.
That's one of the rarest cars that you could ever find.
I've never seen one on our show before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really cool.
Let's, over here.
Okay.
I love Jeeps. I love Jeeps. You got a CJ, it's a Renegade package, the red one here?
78, yeah, 78. That car is all original paint and everything. I mean, it's as nice as you'll ever find one. It's never, ever been restored or molested whatsoever.
Another one of your vehicles in pristine condition.
Yes, sir.
These are all for sale. Some of them you're selling, some
they're
you're
all
not selling?
Yeah, they're all for sale. Everything's for sale. I have my personal collection at home that I don't sell.
Okay.
So I cherry pick it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are the ones here, if someone's in Boulder City and they're looking for a beautiful, CJ Renegade. You said 78?
It's a 78. So we have a website called collectorsdreamcars.com, and we have most of our cars on there in high definition photos and also video.
Yeah, I was on your website, and Gene, let's spin around because I love this Wrangler. It's an 87. It's a YJ. It's the first year of the YJ. It's got the square lights. That's how we know it's a YJ. Hardtop. This is in great condition. The wagon wheels as well. I think that's really cool on the YJ. Where did you find this one?
I actually bought that on the street. This thing's under $15,000 if you believe that.
That's a great price.
Can't find anything
And,
like
and
that.
these YJs are becoming more and more popular.
Oh yeah, well the Jeeps look pretty similar all the way down the line.
Yeah.
They're timeless, really. All the Jeeps are timeless.
Hardtop on this, you have the soft top for it?
Yeah, I do not have the soft top.
Has the hardtop ever come off?
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, has it come off before? Or?
Oh, I have not taken it
Yeah.
off. But I'm sure it has. I mean, if you own a Jeep, you take the top off. That's the best part about it.
Yeah. Gene, can you come around over here? Because I want you to see the interior of the YJ.
But in an era that they're selling cars for $5,000, $10,000 over MSRP, this is only $15,000. It's easy. No
This
brainer.
This was my dream Jeep when I was 16. This was the Jeep that
Really?
all my buddies in high school
We need to
had.
put some big old wheels and tires on it and some KC lights and have you
Bikini
really
top, yeah.
have it really hop down in it.
And the top is easy to take off. You have the screws up here.
Yeah, they're very easy. They're more heavy than anything.
It doesn't look like the top's ever been taken off.
2 people in 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can take the thing off.
And there's, of course, the Jeep has all the accessories of top, soft
It
top.
still has
you
the
can put on.
original radio in this thing too. This is all original, and this is not
Yeah,
been
yeah.
touched.
No, it's an 87. You won't find many 87s that have been restored.
Yeah, also for 87 for this though with the cassette. This Jeep had some options
Remember
on
the
it.
cassette?
Yeah.
I remember the CD. Now that's gone.
Some people watching right now like, what's a cassette? Your Mustang. How many Mustangs do you have?
That's a 66 Mustang. I have several. I'm kind of partial to 66 Mustang because
Yeah.
that's my birth year, and a car much like this was my very first car. In fact, I still have it.
You have your first car?
Yep,
At the
right in my
house?
garage is the house, yeah. It's a 66 convertible, but same body style. And this is a really nice car. It's a Wimbledon white. It's been restored, and you know, a car under $20,000 is a great starter car. And Mustang, how can you go wrong?
Are you searching for cars?
All the time.
You've been in cars your whole life, right?
Yes, sir. I used to run a bunch of car dealerships, and in 2018 I retired. I've collected cars and restored cars my whole life, though.
Yeah.
Well, since 16. That was my first car.
But you're always looking for, you're searching the
Oh, yeah.
internet and you're always trying to find stuff. If you see
Absolutely.
something, you got your crew and you guys go out and
Yeah,
buy
and we
stuff.
go get it. I mean, I'll go out there with a bunch of money in my hand and a trailer and try to go get it right off the bat. This is a really special car.
Your Chevelle?
Yeah, this was owned by a guy right here in Las Vegas for 35 years. He restored it. And that's an original 396 Super Sport with air conditioning. With air, which is rare. Yeah, sure. This is nice, you're gonna find it.
That is in great condition.
And this gentleman that sold this was 92 years old.
Really?
Yeah. He just couldn't drive it, you know, he didn't enjoy it. And that's how we really find a lot of cars is people just get to that point where they can't enjoy them anymore. And it's time for a new soul to take over them.
The little things that jump out to me, like these original Chevelle floor mats.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. See, collector cars are really special because someone in their lifetime remembers a car that was important to them. Whether their parents drove them to school, or whether it may have saved their life, or they took it skiing or snowboarding or something. My personal collection are cars that are part of my childhood or growing up. Of course, I never grew up.
But that's the thing, though. You know, someone grew up, their dad had a Chevelle. And, you know, sadly, their father maybe passed away. And then buying a Chevelle like this, I mean, they're buying a piece of their childhood. This reminds them of their father or lost loved one. That's why I love the backstory on these cars.
Not only that, I've sold a 53 Bel Air to the original owner before. I sold a 65 Mustang to the original owner that found it afterwards.
Found it and tracked it
years,
down?
waved it back. Yep.
I'm going to shut this here very
And then
gently.
we sold a Shelby to the president of Mexico that was actually stolen in 1971. It was a 68. It was stolen in 71. It wasn't recovered until 2014.
And you guys found it?
We found it and then
sold it back to him?
Not to the original owner. We sold it to the president of Mexico.
He's selling cars to the president of Mexico.
We sold a 55 Cadillac Brits convertible to the prime minister, or what was it? Prime Minister of Bulgaria, I think it was.
Do you have an elite list of clientele?
Yeah, well, it seems to happen that way.
You got a couple presidents?
Today, when the world is a world market, all you
Yeah.
have to do is have the right car. You could be doing business out of Alaska. I'd rather not. I like
Right,
to- I
but
like
here in
to-
Boulder City.
Right,
Beautiful
right here
weather.
in Boulder City.
Your 57 Chevy Bel Air.
Yep, that's got a Corvette LS4 motor. That's fully done, 4-wheel disc brakes.
This underneath here, we've got an LS motor underneath
Yeah,
here?
LS4 motor, Corvette motor. So the car like that, you know, to build a car like this is over $100,000. So you really want to do it after someone does it. If you're into the Cadillac or the car restoration, it's more therapy than anything to make it just the way you want it. But I don't know, I've done several myself, and those are my personal vehicles because it has a more sentimental value.
But something like this though, man.
Isn't that cool?
Power behind this thing. I love the paint too.
You like the paint? Yeah, you love the fire. You love the flames.
Yeah.
Where's that other hot rod we have with the flames?
Right over here. Turn
Yeah,
around.
right next to you.
So
So this car is really cool. I actually owned this car for 12 years. I sold it, and then the gentleman that owned it passed away, and I bought it back. But those flames are done by a guy named Lavelle, and he's known for it. Look, it feels like you could just reach into them.
Yeah,
Versus those are like one-dimensional. See how three-dimensional those are?
Yeah, this looks like it's on fire.
It really does look on
You're
fire.
gonna get burned.
That's got a brand new motor in that thing. I should put wheelie bars on it. That thing will pop a wheelie.
Okay, split window in the back.
Yeah, we'll go look.
All right, let's take a walk to the back.
Gotta check this out.
Let's take a walk to the back.
Yeah, so the split window, the Corvette came out in '63, and it came out in a design called the split window, and the seam down the middle was like a stingray, right?
Yeah.
So it was part of the design. But when it came out, they found that it was actually pretty unsafe. You couldn't see out the back. So in '64, they eliminated it. Even people that had '63s cut those things out. Now they hated that. But today, it's the rarest Corvette ever collected.
Yes, it is.
And we are finishing it up. It's almost done.
Is this going to be part of your personal collection? You're going to sell this one?
It's going to be part of the personal one for a while, but I like to have fun with them first. There it is, split window. This is one of the early split windows.
So this is a 63 then?
63. And remember, they only made 2,600.
Yeah.
I don't know how many are on the road, probably like maybe 2,300.
Yeah.
But just to have one of those is very rare. I've had two of them. And we bought this from the original owner that lived in a storage container in northern Arizona.
So this was, someone bought this in '63?
Yeah.
And you bought it from
I bought it from him, and he lived in a storage container.
And so that's where the car was, in a storage container as well? He lived in one. Where was the car?
In one of his garages, which was the back of a box truck that was laying on the ground.
Okay, so you guys are kind of doing the one server on this car. What was the
No,
condition?
we're doing the full thing.
Full restoration?
This kind of car, you want to keep it look original because of the authenticity. But what's really big is to make these cars reliable for driving the highways today. So we put fuel injection on, air conditioning, four-wheel disc brakes.
And that's what people want to. A lot of people want to get in the car. They know it's going to start. You're in Las Vegas.
Reliable.
You want air conditioning. You want reliable.
And literally, you could do everything like a new car except the airbags.
And this is the original color.
Original color.
That paint is in great condition.
Yeah, that was painted probably about a month ago. This is a 2-year project. More than anything.
Can I open it?
Oh, absolutely. We still have the front end of the.
Come around and get inside this, Gene.
We have the instrumentation has all been modernized, but it's still genre specific. So it's going to have a real rich feeling of it, but it'll still be per the genre of the car, the 60s. It'll have that old, authentic look still.
This is really cool to see a split window.
You will not see one of these very well. I mean, you go years and years and years looking for Corvettes and never seen one.
And were you hunting for one? Were you looking for one?
Well, see, the guy that sold me this, he met us at a car show. He told me about it. I didn't really believe him. And he said he was going to give it to his kids. About 2 months later, he came by the shop. He says, I'm going to sell it to you because my kids didn't want it.
I find
What?
I know, but that happens to a lot of people.
I don't think they knew what they had.
They don't know. They don't know. They're not car people, and I get it. They're not car people. Yeah. But we've done a lot of episodes where we see a car and ask them, how did they get this? They said someone who owned it passed away. The kids got it. They didn't want it.
He's 93 years old. 2 years ago, 95 today, and he's still kicking.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was take him to an auction, and we sit in the bidder section, and I buy the pizza and the beer.
Yeah. You bring this to Barrett Jackson, this is going to sell for top dollar.
Yeah, we'll put it on the World Wide Web. Somebody maybe everywhere.
Oh yeah.
This is a market.
That's rare.
So
this is one I was looking on. You guys are doing some work on it, but I saw on your website. This is your 67, right?
67. That's got a 427 in it. SS RS. That's a very rare car. That car is like.
Will you get over here?
Yeah, super fast.
What are you guys doing to this?
Guys, what are we doing to this today?
Putting a heater fan.
Heater fan. Okay, yeah. nice thing about old cars is there's always something to do.
Keep you guys stay busy. You guys stay busy.
We make them so the new buyers, all they have to do is put gas in them.
67, so generation
67,
one.
First year of the Camaro, and this has the big block with all the options on it.
SSRS, for those that don't know, explain what the SSRS.
SS is the motor equipment package. The RS is the front end with the lights that cover. I'll show you on the front. So an RS has the headlights that actually have covers that disappear.
Okay.
So it's very rare to have an SSRS, much less one with the big block engine.
The 427.
That's got a 427.
So, but that didn't come off the factory with that. That was added right afterwards.
No, it was a dealer install actually.
Do you know which dealer did it?
I have no idea.
Because there were a couple of like the Yankos and
Yanko and the Copar or
Copo.
Copo.
Yes,
yeah. Hey, I'm pretty impressed with that. You know, that's pretty good, dude.
Can we go underneath to get to it or go around?
Sure.
Let's go to the front of it.
That's pretty impressive. Have you always been a Camaro guy? Let me just get here.
I love all cars. I don't have a favorite. I love all cars. I love the
RS part of it. It has the grid, the front end with the headlights.
The hidden headlights right here.
Yeah, and then when you turn the headlights on, they fold in. That only came with the SF or RS.
Is this original here?
Yeah. Yep.
This has to be top 10 hidden headlights of all time.
Yeah, I love the front end of these things actually. My favorite year is actually 67.
And you had a 68 out there somewhere too?
I have a 68 Z28 at my house.
That's at the house.
And I have a 67 convertible I bought from the original owner at the house.
Let's peek outside, then I'll let you go. I know you're a busy man and stuff, but I saw you had some rides out back I wanted to see.
I gotta show you the one cool car out here.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.
Oh, is the body shop opening the doors? Could we open that gate? I want to show the 59 Mercedes. Oh, it is? Okay. So this is a car that's been sitting with us for about, I don't know, 2.5 years. We got serious about restoring it last year, and now it's finally coming together. We got the engine done, the interior done, the body's done, but this is a 1959 Mercedes Benz 190 SL. This is a $200,000 car when it's done.
And where'd you find, you just bought the body, the shell?
I bought it right here in Nevada, but it had rust, and we've redone it, we've taken care of all of it, but look at the paint job. Seems like a piece of glass.
Yes, it is. Now, you painted this?
Oh, yeah. When we bought the car, it was a full car Grove. We took it all apart and making it perfect. So it's going to have like a rose interior with a rose top. It's kind of more like a chocolatey rose, and then silver. And this is like one of the rarest colors out here. So
more pieces and parts to it.
yeah, these are the hoods, but you can see to restore a car to make it look like it's been dipped in glass. It takes a lot of time and patience. Three times priming it. Great body work. You have to do 3 times priming work, or priming it, sanding it, and then paint it, and then go back over it again.
It's smooth though. It's clean. It's clean.
That's the way you want to make it. See.
What's this for right here? Is that
this is for the split window.
This is the split window?
That's the split window hood. Yeah.
And this is the original hood though, the split window.
It is. Yeah.
This alone itself.
Yeah,
Can you sell the hood on eBay? That's going to sell for some.
I bought this off a local guy because we didn't have the right hood, and that led me to another guy that sold me a 1972 Roadrunner with only 40,000 miles original, and I sold that one immediately.
On your next buy, can we come?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to film.
Absolutely.
I want to film your next buy. I just on other side, and then there's so much.
I gotta show you something. The coolest back here.
This is like, I mean,
check. This is the coolest back here.
Okay. That CJ too, the yellow one over there, has my eye as well.
Well, this car I bought right here, I found in a garage. It was in a garage for 50 years, and the guy wouldn't sell it to any of his family.
Porsche?
No, 55 Bel Air Convertible. It was and it was completely unrestored, all original, and now we're just restoring it now. This car sat in a garage for 50 years unrestored.
You rescued it. You're putting it back on the road.
Yeah, and this is the original paint. So you can see it's never been really boogered. We have some rust to repair down here, but that's it.
And what year was this?
This is 55. And what's cool about it, this has original power steering, power brakes, power windows, and power seat, all original.
And where was this?
I found it in Iowa.
Iowa.
In the middle of Iowa, and it was in a guy's garage for 50 years.
So you fly out to Iowa.
Yeah.
You and your crew.
Yeah.
It's in the garage. You haul it out.
Yep.
And then they drive it back here?
That's right.
They haul it back here?
The last time it had an oil change was on my wife's birthday. But look at this. That's all original. I mean, all we did is break it down, bring it down to the metal. So this has a little bit of body work there and on the other side, but
Tires original?
yep, all this is original. But what was cool about this is the guy he did restore it, and every Christmas his kids would say, "Dad, what do you want for Christmas?" He said, "Buy me a part for the old Chevy." So when we bought this thing, we had all the parts that we needed to restore it.
But I like the tires too.
50 years worth of Christmas presents.
Right?
Yeah, we'll end up changing those, but
that's cool though. They
Yeah.
got the original tires on this
yeah,
thing?
yeah,
It's not too bad. Body work too?
yeah. That's still in rusted, and we'll cut all that out.
Yeah. But I mean, to be this old and sitting in a barn, that's not that bad.
Not that
No,
bad.
it's not that bad.
And it had that rust when he put it away 50 years ago. Isn't that cool?
Where'd you find this?
That we're turning into Pablo Escobar's 1974 or 71 Porsche that he drove in the Penske's parade of races, but it's going to be Gumby green. It's a wide body, Gumby green, and it.
There's people that understand that color right now, and then people are like, "What's Gumby green?"
Yeah, it's really, you'd say Gumby, but Gumby was a long time ago.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Gumby was 70s, right?
Yeah.
Made out of clay, right?
But yeah, that'll be a little race car when we're done with it. You know why Porsches are so expensive?
Why's that?
Because they're worth it.
Yeah.
If you ever driven it, it's just worth it.
Oh my gosh, Mike, this
Yeah.
really is. I mean, this is like
this is pretty fun
this.
too.
Your property here. It is like stepping into a dream.
Well, like to think of us as museum curing.
And is this open? If someone's in Boulder City,
They
can
can
they
come
and
visit.
walk
Oh
your lot
yeah,
and check things
absolutely.
out?
We love to give the tour.
All right, last one here. Let's do one more, and then we'll wrap things up
Okay.
here. Go outside. The 442.
That's 442. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just sold that. It's a $100,000 car. So
Ooh.
this here is of its time is one of the rarest muscle cars. This came with the 455. The nice thing about these cars, they run really great, but when they drive beautifully. Power everything, air conditioning, 8-track player. It comes with a 8-track of Bad Finger, by the way.
Is it really?
But this car was bought in Texas, and it's been on. We have magazines this thick of it that it's been.
This has
over
been
time.
a show car. How original is this car?
100% original. It's been restored.
Yeah, yeah.
But everything down to the carburetor, the everything.
Great lines.
All originally and all new. The guy that owned this and we bought it from is from Las Vegas. He was a school teacher.
That's a pretty cool school teacher.
He
pulls up in this
spent a lifetime with this car. I mean, this was a relationship with him, and when we got it, he cried. But you know, these cars, when people get too old or they can't drive them, they want them to go on because cars are immortal. We are, right?
Yep.
We are mortal. So
Well, this was really cool, Mike. Thanks for taking the time to show us
thanks for coming out
some
here.
of your cars.
Pretty fun, and I'm impressed of your knowledge.
Not
many people know about the Yanko and Coupe, the real ones.
You know, you do a little research, but I appreciate it, man. This has been a treat, man. I keep seeing little things that pop out to me as we're starting to walk away here. But
I know, and if you come a week from now, it'll all change.
things are constantly
Oh,
changing.
change.
Things are constantly changing.
Yep.
You got vans, you got Airstream.
There's a 57 Bel Air hot rod convertible we're doing right there under the tarp.
Under the tarp.
That's a 57 Bel Air hot rod, yeah.
You know, I said goodbye a second ago, we keep walking, more stuff is jumping out. The Airstream is really nice. This is great. The Lincoln as well.
What's really great about some of these cars is that, you know, they're timeless, and you could drive them and pull up to the casino. Your car stays upstairs.
You're staying up front, yeah.
You stay upstairs, and the other brand new Camaro goes downstairs, and it's only $26 a year to register it.
Classic car, yeah. Well, this is great.
That's what we pulled out of the dirt to restore too.
Did you really?
Yeah, this
From
was.
where?
Oh, it was bad. Here in Boulder City, but it was halfway into the ground when we started with it.
You haul it out, huh?
Yeah, this was kind of a shop little project. So when we sell this, we're splitting the proceeds with everybody in the shop.
It's cool. It's cool looking CJ. What's this, 70?
68.
68. 68.
They all look the same.
Right?
That has a V6 in it. Same one that they used to put the Buick Skylark. So this runs pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. I love it.
But there's always good cars and old cars. This one right here is one of the rarest. It's a 56 Continental Mark II. They only built 2,500 of them. This was owned by the CEO of Continental Division, and only 500 of these cars made had air conditioning. Elvis had one just like this.
And you've got one. This is one of 500.
We have two.
You've got both with the AC?
Yeah.
So you have 2 out of 500.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, Callaway's pretty badass.
Yeah, this is your daily, right?
Yeah, I drive a Raptor now.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, this is our 3rd time saying goodbye. We keep seeing things. Another Mustang right here. And this too. The truck, the Chevy.
Yep.
Hot market for these, right?
Yeah, the Chevy trucks, short bed, any truck is really a great market right now, especially if it's 4-wheel drive, or especially if it's a short bed as a 2-wheel drive.
78 Silverado, right?
Yep, Silverado. This was a California truck. Air conditioning. It's got a little bit of rust and all, but solid old truck.
Yeah, it's a great looking truck.
There's some cars that are worth restoring, and there's cars that aren't worth it. These are worth restoring.
I also like the look, though. I like the look of it.
Yeah, and these square body, they call them, are really popular now. So, and this truck right here,
Your Ford?
It looks old, but it's only got 22,000 miles. It spent its entire life in a rock quarry.
22,000
miles.
A Ford F100.
Yep. See, its original paint's just baked. But if you see the interior, looks pretty nice.
That looks great.
Yeah, 22,000 miles of drive.
It's just a work truck then.
Just sat in the bottom of a work quarry, and
you guys found it.
Yep. It's beat up. It got hit a few times with some boulders, looks like.
Yeah, it does, but it has personality. 22,000 miles.
Yeah, it drives amazing. We actually just sold this today.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh.
The
thing about old cars is they're timeless and they're really hip right now, you know?
Oh, yeah.
There's something about going back to your heritage that's important to a lot of people. And like I said, a lot of people collect cars because of their childhood, because of maybe one of their parents. There's a lot of reasons, but it's usually something that's personal to them.
Personal connection.
And that's fun because this is a want product, not a need product, and we have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, you certainly do. All right, this is officially goodbye. Thank you so much,
Right,
Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you coming out.
Thanks for watching. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
If you want your car, shop, or collection, or even someone you know to be featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's cars, shops, and collections at gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.